Hey everyone, this is a quick rundown of the Midjourney updates from April. The biggest news last month was the release of V8.1. If you saw my video on the V8 alpha model, you know that it had some impressive upgrades, but also some rough edges, especially with the default aesthetics. Midjourney took the community's feedback, made some changes, and released 8.1. We'll talk about what's happening with the V8 alpha model a little bit later. 8.1 is available on the alpha website, but it will be coming to both the main website and Discord very soon. I'm having a great time with 8.1. I do have a dedicated video where I go in depth on examples, tips, and everything that is and isn't available, so I'll link that below. But here are a few highlights. The biggest change from V8 alpha to 8.1 is the aesthetics. 8.1 feels much more like V7 while still having better image quality and prompt adherence. HD mode is now the default in 8.1 and it's gotten a lot more affordable. An HD job in 8.1 is about 1.5x the cost of a standard V7 job, so you're getting twice the resolution for only 1.5x the cost. And it works in relax mode too, so you don't have to burn through your fast hours to use it. You can also toggle between HD and standard resolution in your settings, or use --HD or --SD in your prompts. I'm almost exclusively using HD mode now. I like it that much. It just seems to improve everything from illustration quality to detail coherence in small faces. Prompt adherence in 8.1 is significantly better than V7. If you're describing a complex scene with lots of details, 8.1 just does a much better job at capturing and delivering on all of those details. Text rendering is also greatly improved, but compared to the V8 alpha model or 8.0, I do think that 8.1 took a slight hit on text rendering and prompt adherence, but it's still performing way ahead of V7. I talk more about this in my 8.1 video. SREFs, mood boards, and personalization are all working pretty well. Your V7 SREF codes work in 8.1, including ones from the Style Explorer and any that you've made with the Style Creator. 8.1 is using the SV6 style reference system, which is the default in the V7 model, so your SREFs and mood boards in 8.1 should behave pretty much as expected. And your V7 personalization profiles work in 8.1 too, so no need to start from scratch there. These images are from a new custom personalization profile that I shared with my community the other day. I'll put that link below. By the way, I did go ahead and update my free parameters guide with 8.1, so that's available now. And once 8.1 becomes the default model, I'll start working on some new examples to add to my beginner Midjourney course. If you've already purchased the course, you'll get those updates for free. More features and updates are on the way for 8.1. There are still some cases of poor image quality with unintended blur and pixelation, especially with some SREFs and mood boards. The team has been working on a fix for this, which should be out any day now. Omni-reference or an OREF-like feature is coming ahead of the bigger editor updates, so we should be able to start testing consistent characters, objects, and scenes very soon. The editor updates will be significant and should start rolling out in stages over the next month or two. The goal is instruction-based editing, better in-painting, and multiple reference capability, which I'm really excited about. A new Upscaler is also in development. It will likely be 4K, and 8.1 itself is expected to move from the alpha website to the main website, with Discord support following after that. Another update to aesthetics is also on the way, but it's not clear if this will be an update to 8.1 or part of a V8.2. They're thinking a lot about aesthetics in general right now and are considering ideas like setting up some general aesthetics profiles for cinematic photos, illustrations, and more. So instead of using the default Midjourney look, you'd have other options that you could select, which I think would be really helpful for beginners who aren't familiar yet with personalization, mood boards, different prompting techniques, etc. They've also said that the current model is capable of way more weird and wild stuff, so they're trying to figure out how to better open up that aesthetic range. If you want to help the team improve future default aesthetics, they do have a new high-res image ranking party going on, and you can earn fast hours for participating. I'll put that link down in the pinned comment. With 8.1 out now, Midjourney does plan to deactivate the V8 alpha model probably within the next week or two. 8.0 was only ever meant to be an alpha model and not the final model. That said, there are some things that do work better in V8 compared to 8.1. Properly creating an hourglass is one that I found the other day. If you have specific examples where V8 performs better than 8.1, please share those prompts on Midjourney's Discord and why you like the V8 results better. This information is really helpful for the team for testing and improving future model updates. A couple of other updates were released alongside 8.1. The Describe tool got its first major update in a long time, and it is great. This is Midjourney's image to text model. I have a whole video on it and also talk about it in my 8.1 video. The prompts that it gives you are better matched to the V8 prompting style, so it's worth trying out if you haven't used it in a while. There's also a new prompt shortener that kicks in automatically if your prompt goes over 1,300 characters. Most people won't ever hit that limit, but if you do, your prompt will get condensed behind the scenes before it runs. Earlier, I mentioned a V8.2 model. It's not clear exactly what 8.2 will look like, but the team seems pretty confident that it will happen. They're looking at aesthetics improvements, general improvements to image quality, personalization performance, and more. They're also looking at V8.2 or even an 8.3 as a way to test their new expanded dataset before a full V9 release. The expanded dataset is something that I've been looking forward to for quite a while now. No specific timeline on V9, but they'll start pushing towards it once they get some of these other features out, like the editor and aesthetic improvements, so lots of things to keep an eye on there. Midjourney is also working on their biggest website redesign to date, along with a new mobile experience. They have several new team members working on this and plan to start rolling things out over the coming months. I do these wrap-up videos every month, so if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and maybe even joining my Patreon community. Every month, I release detailed prompt guides, exclusive tutorials, and demos of new features. For the price of a coffee, you get access to my now 21 monthly prompt guides and more. Last month's guide focused on weight parameters and bordered pages. And if you're looking for a solid foundation in Midjourney prompting, I have a beginner course which includes updates throughout the year. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.